we're in a room where a long distance relationship turned to marriage. So I wanted to have a conversation about long distance relationship / dating. And since you are the GOAT in the room, do you want to take off? Because I want to know, like, the pluses and minuses of long distance relationships. Or long distance dating. Let's not even go relationship, just dating. We don't have to go into because you went dating, relationship, living, marriage. You went the whole, you know what I mean? Not to put your business out there, but we love CT, so.
Yes. I think long distance dating only works when two people are committed to doing the work. So, like, you have to know that you're going to have to sacrifice, like, weekends or, like, time that maybe you would have allotted to hang out with friends or family because you want to make sure you're building something that's, like, substantial and important, right? So, if you know you like dating, I feel like if you're not dating with intention, in my opinion, I don't see why you would want to do long distance dating because it takes so much work. So, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, why put in so much work if it's not going to be meaningful? Like, just stay in her for that. Like, you know what I mean? Date people that
Shout
you
out
meet.
to her rat. Oh,
you know what I mean? Date people that you see on the street. I think it doesn't make sense, right? I do think though, like with the dating pool now, it's important that you get out of where you're at.
The people.
It's like it's not making sense to me, and I feel like people feel like because we're older, they don't want to long distance date, which I think is interesting.
That's weird.
It's like backwards. Yeah, like I have.
You got more freedom now.
Yeah, it's like I have a lot of friends, and I'm like, yo, like you're not meeting anybody here. Like, why wouldn't you try to like maybe meet somebody in DC or somewhere? And they're like, yeah, no, like that's gonna too much work. Like I want the person to be here.
Nobody
want
love.
And that gets to my point. You don't really want what it is that you're asking for, because you're not trying to do the work. You're not trying to figure it out, and you're not gonna be long distance forever. Like, I don't get it. And I want to say, y'all know, what's her name? Who's the lady that's her husband? Y'all saw that on Instagram? She and her husband, they're married.
And they just moved in together.
Yes. She lives in Cali. He's like a...
Cheryl Lee Ralph?
Yes, was it Cheryl Lee Ralph? Yes.
I think that's Cheryl Lee Ralph.
She lives in Cali. She's an actress and all these things. And she's married to, like, somebody in office or, like, in politics. And he lives in Philly. They've been married for, like, years. And they've been, like... And that's bi-coastal at that. And she's just now uprooting and about to move to Philly. So you telling me that you can't make it a little 2-hour drive, maybe a little 4-hour flight, a little situation? I think it has a lot of pros. And I know somebody, for me, I don't want somebody up underneath me all the time.
Yeah, we know.
It worked perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? It worked perfect for me. It worked out for me. You get what I'm saying? It's like, just enough. But then there's times where, like, you leave them and then you get, like...
sad.
Really, really sad. Yeah.
I like the fact you didn't have no minus. You don't really have no minuses. I like that. It made me impressive. Other than if you lazy, don't do it.
I don't think a sacrifice is a minus, but I do think, like, it could be deemed as a minus because you have to sacrifice, like, your personal life.
Anything you want, you got to work for. Relationship, money, friendship, anything you want in this world, no matter what you think, you got to work for it. So, I'm like I said, I'm a positive person for the most part, other than when I'm high shaving. But I like the fact that you had, like, I think people might...
that wasn't necessary. You just had to get that in there, right? You just knew that wasn't necessary. That wasn't necessary.
I do it for the people, though, man. Shout out to 03 heads. But I never...
Have you ever been in a...
I'd like fake long... If you want to count the situation when you was in school, that was like probably the only like long distance dating I did. Kinda, sorta. I had like a joint in LI too, but that's kinda... That was an hour drive. That's long distance to me. But it wasn't a relationship.
Yeah, I took that drive with you.
Yeah, I'm about to say not quite, but...
Yeah, it was long distance.
Nah, it's an hour. On a bad day, hour and a half, boy.
Okay, all right.
But, so... I never... Yeah, obviously, neither one of them turned into nothing, but it was for me, I knew I was young. Like you said, I was younger, and I think I was just having fun. We know the one that I did end up. I liked the one at your school for a little bit, and then that shit was short lived because you know. Yeah. But yeah, I did, but I don't think it would have panned out to be anything because we had the direction of my life. So I get in the sense of you got to be willing to do the work and things like that. It was fun while it lasted, But then it still would have, even if it did manifest as something, it still would have been long distance because even after that, it's still 2 different states.
True.
So I was like, me personally, not easier to find somebody here. I just know if it gotta be somebody here, like you said, I gotta be willing to put the work in.
Yeah, and before I forget, of course, you have to trust the person. Don't do long distance if you're gonna be blowing that person up. What you doing? Where you at? Like, don't be weird. Like, come on now. Like, cause what's really about to happen? What you about to pull up 4 hours? It's gonna take you 4 hours to shot. Like, we gotta stop. We gotta stop the nonsense. We gotta stop the nonsense. So you got to trust the person.
You have anything to say about long distance dating or relationships, bro? I can't talk right now.
Oh yeah. Would you be open to it?
Yeah, I'll be like at this point in time, like you know what I'm saying. I did the the what was it? The blind date? No, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, match with 03. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just you know stuff on the board. You know what I'm saying. So long distance, it sounds.
You know what I mean? You just checking the boxes. You're like, ooh, try this.
Yeah.
Ooh, next long distance. I know that's right.
Yeah.
Just
and it, you know who knows? It might work.
Hey, listen, it's fun.
It might not.
It give you, but even to piggyback off of that, the space at the beginning is fun. Because you like to miss somebody. Should I be happy when I used to go to work and I get to miss, like, you get to miss your person sometimes.
Yeah.
And absence makes the heart go fonder. And I think that
it'll be different. Cause I never miss nobody. Like
that's what I'm saying. I was about to get there. I feel like that makes you.
But I also feel like you can't be weak though.
No.
Cause then if you like are missing, then it's like that missing somebody turns to like anger. Like, you know what I mean? Because you can't see them. Like, then it gets like
or sassy.
Like.
Yeah. When you complain.
I think it just gets to anger. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why can't we? Oh, like, no, like, I want to do it now. Like, you got what I'm saying? Then, like, your communication gets a little muddled.
But you gotta have something going for yourself. Because I think, like, if it's somebody that's, you know what I mean?
That's a good point,
bum.
too.
Yeah. There we go. I hope you're a bum bitch. Yeah, say it. I got you, bro.
Well, a bum nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know you chase women, not niggas. That's why I said it that way.
No, I'm just saying both ways, you know what I'm saying?
You know I hate a band.
No, yeah, I have a work colleague.
You know what I mean?
He's long distance with his partner. Like, he lives here and his partner lives in Atlanta. And, like, they talk a lot. Like, yeah, but, like, he comes up for, like, long periods of time, maybe, like, 4 days at a time because his partner, like, works from home. Then shout out to Stapleton. Like, you know what I mean? She met somebody. So funny, too. Like, we kind of have a similar story. Like, at a wedding, they hit it off, but he lived in Texas. She lived here. She ended up moving to Texas. Like, you know what I mean? Things happen.
Now when you say Stapleton.
Oh, our number one fan?
It's two
not that one.
Okay, it's two Stapletons we learned.
The number one fan, yes.
The last name profession.
Yes, yeah.
Wait, that's crazy. That brings me to another question.
Yeah.
What are things to do with your long distance partner? Or while you're in a long distance dating, what are things y'all can, like, ideas and things that what did you do? Forget.
You know what's so crazy? We had a commitment. It's gonna sound crazy though, and I mean this ain't for everybody. We spoke every night. So we fell asleep on the phone. Like, we FaceTimed every single night, regardless if he went out, regardless if I went out. Like, we never, like, we always spoke. Like, we went to bed with each other every night. And, like, during the day when we had downtimes, like, whether if he was driving or I was driving and things of that nature. And this is, like, I think when I was, like, getting my master's, too. So it was, like, easier. Like, I would call him on my way to class. Like, he would call me on his way to work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he used to work at like, Frito. So he used to wake up really early. So sometimes I had to make sacrifice. I set my alarm to make sure, like, I was up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just little things that we would try to do. And then, like, we used to plan, like, really fun activities when we got together. So it was no, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. We about to be in the house all day. It's like, no, like, there was moments for that. But, like, initially when we started, we was at the gun. Like, we were doing the things. You know what I mean? Like, we were dating, which I think was also really cool. And it also helps. I feel like long distance, oddly, to me, it speeds up your relationship.
I think so. I agree.
It speeds up. So I felt like we were together for way longer than what we actually were.
Because y'all was living life.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't stagnant.
No.
I think being in the same state or borough, even in the same house at times, you can get stagnant. The long
I
distance might keep it fresher for a while, even though it could put the strain on it. It does come with its upsides in that sense. Cause
I guess you get more creative in that.
You
in
do.
that sense. Because it's like, you know, if you're in like a long distance, and depending on where they are, like with me, I want to discover like,
you can do all the tourist shit. That's exactly what I was
trying
gonna
to
go.
figure out what's going on over there.
When you switch up, you come here, we do all the tourist shit. I don't
Right.
do on the regular, so
Right.
it's new to me kind of, because I don't do the shit anyway.
Right.
And then it's new to you because you ain't never been here. And then when I go to your city, you show me the tourists and shit you did. Just don't take me to the restaurant you used to take your niggas. That's all I said.
It's like with my sister and her fiance, they long distance. He's from Alabama, and
That's far.
Oh, that's
yeah.
That's
So like when he came out here, like, yo, he swept her off her feet. Like,
Yeah, that's far.
See?
shit that he was doing, like, I'm still like trying to take notes and shit, like.
But that's what
and
I'm
I live
saying.
it, and I'm here, like shit that he was doing. I'm like, damn, I ain't never did that.
That's what I'm saying. And people gotta see the signs, yo. Like, you can't let distance be like, oh no, I can't do it. Like, it was fun. Like, it was fun while it lasted. Like, oh, it was cool. Like, no, like, if you really get butterfly, or somebody really, like,
Sweep you off your feet.
sweep you off your feet, or, like, does the things that have you, like, oh, wow. Like, you need to really tap into that to see what it is, I think.
And the local talent is ran through, guys. I'm just saying. A lot of the local talent is... I don't know personally, but I heard stories and shit like that. The local talent, And even if the foreign or the out of state is ran through, you won't know. So it's even better. You won't know.
That's
feel
true.
me?
You won't know the reputation of,
I think that helps it too. Not to be an asshole. I think not being able to know their history where they can lie to you on that aspect, or keep it, not lie, omit it, or keep it away from you, because it's not important to me. I don't care about your body.
Oh, you said the local. I'm sorry. You said the local. What is
The local work is ran through.
Oh, like shorts. Okay.
Y'all be trying to. See, this is why I get called a hate shamer. When I try to say things in code, y'all try to clean it up. I don't get it.
I didn't know what
Clean
you
it up.
meant.
I know what you said.
I know, but
I
I'm
didn't
trying
catch it,
to
I'm
go.
sorry.
But yeah, so you get the out of town, and vice versa. Send some of the local work out of town. They can be happy. You know what I'm saying? So don't be opposed to, like, I understand the
We try new
congestion fee
things.
is coming and shit like that, or whatever the case may be. But
Yeah, and honestly, take that leap too. Like, if it's going well and things are going well, you have nothing holding you back. Move.
that's I was gonna say.
That is
So,
gonna be my word of advice.